And he's got some lap cars behind him back to John Andretti to the 43 car.
And you know what? That's a backup car. He crashed his car early in practice on Friday. This is not the car he came here intending to run.
Caught the right rear with it. Didn't hurt it too badly, but badly enough that they brought the backup out to qualify. Now, Dale Jarrett got those 4 fresh tires, Dick Berggren.
That was not a strategy move, Mike. He also had a flat tire. So he had 2 cars, bang, bang, with flat tires. Hope there's no more.
When you see those brake rotors flying apart like that, there's a lot of debris on the racetrack, and that's what really cuts a tire down.
So it bit Harvick and it bit Dale Jarrett. Harvick is a lap and a half down. Jarrett stays on the lead lap.
We're looking out the back of Mike Skinner's car here. Remember, he's been fighting to try to get back on the lead lap all afternoon. Right now, though, he's in front of the leader, Elliott Sadler.
Back straightaway, Todd Bodine slows.
Hey, he just clobbered the wall off turn 2 over there. He's been having trouble off there all afternoon.
A lot of debris coming off Bodine's car, but he gets it down onto the apron and onto pit road.
Boy, if somebody doesn't cut a tire down in that deal, there was debris everywhere as he came down off the track.
Well, most of it, Darrell, cleaned down off the racetrack due to the steep banking. Boy, that car's banged up both ends. Here's a look at it.
Watch this.
Caution is out. Caution is out.
I believe that's a good call, guys, because I tell you, I watched that car come down the back and into 3 and 4 here, and it's got parts flying off of it everywhere. A lot of debris on the racetrack.
Oh, and Ricky Craven's been involved in crashes with both Bodine brothers today.
Whoa, Ricky's car just, he got back in the throttle. The car just jumped over into Todd Bodine.
And getting back on the lead lap, Mike Skinner and Bill Elliott and Johnny Benson.
Wow, I have never been to a race, I don't believe in my whole career, where I've seen so many people get laps back because the guy leading the race slowed down and let them.
Well, here's our new leader, Elliott Sadler.
And he's been out there 101 laps. But, Darrell, they're painted in a corner. They're pitting on the backstretch. There's 26 cars on the lead lap. They almost can't pit. We do have some of our leaders on pit road. Bobby Labonte in the 18, Dale Jarrett, the 88's back on pit road. And the 4 car of Kevin LePace has decided to pit. Bill Elliott, who got back on the lead lap, he's going to be on pit road 2 in the 9 car.
You know, one of the reasons, I was just thinking about this, why would people do that? One of the reasons is so you don't have those guys down on the inside restarting and racing you when you go back to green.
Well, if you restart 10th on the lead lap, it's like restarting 20th because you got 10 lead lap cars starting there as well, so you're 20th on the restart.
But if a good fast car is up alongside of you on the restart, he can get you in trouble going into turn 1. Let those guys start at the tail end, the back here in the back, and they don't bother you.
The action in the back pits. How about this for numbers? Look at the 2 car numbers leading the race. 21 and 43.
Wow.
How many times did we see the Silver Fox David Pearson in the Wood Brothers 21 battle Richard Petty for the win in the Petty number 43?
Man, the more things change, the more they stay the same.
All the 1-2 finishes they had. The Wood Brothers, last win March '93 at Atlanta. They've never won here. And there's now 3 generations of Wood brothers. John Wood is going to drive some Winston West and some NASCAR Craftsman truck races. The 3rd generation of this great family that began when Glenn Wood started racing NASCAR modifieds in 1949 from out of Stewart, Virginia. They've had a great racing dynasty from out of there ever since.
That's his crew chief right there.
So caution is out for the 13th time at Bristol. 58 laps to go. Don't go away. This is NASCAR on Fox.
Have anything good happen to you, just don't have anything bad happen to you, and you can end up at the front of the race when this thing is over with.
Matt Yoakum.
And Mike, it does seem like old times. A 21 and 43 on top of the scoreboard. Greg Stedman just talked to John Andretti on the radio, said, Bud, don't worry about it. We have the freshest tires of anybody around us, so just take your time and be patient. We were reeling in the 29 and 21, about 1/10 a lap, so just take your time and take that car to the front. To Jeannie.
Well, Elliott Sadler looked at the caution and said, thanks, but no thanks. I'll stay out here. They're okay on fuel and tires, and you know, pitting on that backstretch, they know they will lose 5 to 7 positions, so no way were they coming in until they have to. It's the same song to the 20 guys of Tony Stewart.
Green flag. Kevin Harvicks going to try to get his lap back, and Andretti's going to try to follow him through on the low side.
Remember, Kevin Harvicks just a few laps ago had that flat left front, had to pit under the green, got a lap down. He's on the tail of the lead lap right now.
And don't forget Tony Stewart in
Don't
third
forget
place.
Jeremy Mayfield, who is knocking on the door right now of Tony Stewart. And I just turned the burner up on that old 24 car. Them flames, I just turned them up to high.
Dick Berggren.
Jeff Burton's strategy is quite simple. Bobby Loomis came on the radio just before that green flag and said, wear him down, buddy, wear him down. That's their plan, Mike.
All right, Harvick's gotten away now from Elliott Sadler, but Sadler has to deal with John Andretti, who has much fresher tires in that 43.
You got a damn right front flat now.
Somebody's saying they got a left front tire they think's down.
I believe it's Sterling Marlin in that 40 car.
It might be, because he just about wrecked off of turn 4.
Could it be Sadler? Jeannie?
Guys, yes, indeed, they do believe that they may have a flat. He's not here in the pit yet. As soon as he does, we'll let you know. But obviously, they tried to stretch it as far as they could for the lap positioning. Now it looks like it may be trouble.
Now that's about Elliott Sadler. Darrell, flat tire, or could he have picked up debris and it feel like a
That's what I
flat?
was going to say. Riding around under these cautions on hot tires, you pick up so much debris, particularly on the left front. But you've got to give yourself a few laps to be certain. That car cannot have a left front tire down the way it's running.
And here's this crew, Eric, on pit road. You got to be ready. It happened so fast. But Darrell, about 4 laps ago, he got his left side tires all the way on that black, the apron, and I got to believe he picked up a little trash, made that car feel like it's loose because the left front had all that trash built up on it.
And if I'm the crew chief or the spotter right now, I'm saying, settle down, son, settle down. Let's give it a chance. Car looks good. Stay after it.
Now, he went after Kevin Harvick to try to lap Harvick, but remember, Harvick pitted. He has fresher tires than Sadler.
I tell you, Sadler's car is awesome right now. You got to remember, that 29 car's on fresh tires. And he is driving it pretty hard right now, too. He's getting her sideways, slideways, and every other ways.
Elliott Sadler, who followed his brother Hermie into NASCAR racing, the two brothers from Emporia, Virginia. Raced late model sportsman, the NASCAR Busch Series, and then to Winston Cup.
I'm sorry, Mike.
Go ahead.
I've always thought he was a very, very talented driver, very intelligent driver, and of course we know that's a great team.
Now Sadler started 38th today. He would be the deepest starting winner here at Bristol if he prevails.
But Darrell, he's driving this racetrack like you've got to drive it. He's driving defensively. He's floating that thing down in the corner right here, hugging that yellow line. If John Andretti in the 43 goes by him, he's got to make him do it on the outside. Andretti got pretty loose up off turn 2 right there.
One thing I heard him say before the race started, he watched Rusty Wallace in practice, and he was going to keep that thing, he being Sadler, on that yellow line, and that's what he's trying to do.
And the crew has just talked Elliott Sadler through, just as we have talked you folks through, that they believe they did pick up debris on the tire, and he's fine.
Now, he was running too good. A left front tire going down, it doesn't take a driver but just an instant to know he's got big trouble. He wasn't sure, and I'm glad he stayed out. And I know he's glad he stayed out.
Terry Labonte for 11th spot. And Stacy Compton right there. That car started 41st, got banged up early, banged around, but he's gotten back on the lead lap.
He has definitely fought his way back here with 40 laps to go.
And the 40 is struggling. I'll tell you, he has just been falling back. He got almost wrecked off turn 4, and he's struggling with that car now. And this is not the time you want to be having trouble.
Bobby Labonte in the 18 car, he's one of the cars that pitted not too long ago, got those 4 fresh tires, but he's so far back. I mean, these guys, they're over coming off turn 4, and the leader, he's coming off turn 2 right now. But that's a long way to go.
But that leader's got some company. John Andretti now is right there on Elliott Sadler.
Time is on my side. Yes,
the Wood brothers have never won here. The Pettys have not won here since 1975. We're doing the time warp again here, Darrell, with the 21 and 43 out front.
These guys, they're pulling away from everybody else. The only thing that's going to mess them up is if there's a caution flag and closes some of these guys with a little bit better tires, closes them up to the back of them. Sharon's got 4 tires. He came back in that last time, got 4 tires again, but he has been held up behind that 4 car forever.
He's in 18th position right now.
And he can't get around the 4 car. He's about to use this stuff up trying.
Riding with Dale Jarrett, Kevin LePage just ahead, the 17th place car.